Welcome back, gamers, to another episode of the Yeet Federation. This is your host, Gadriel, and today we're diving into a battle replay of Rome Total War 2. There is a 3v3. It's Rome, Massalia, Averni on attack versus Egypt, Cimeria, and Galatia on defense. As you can see up on the screen right now, we have the Roman army build, which is played by myself. This is my Roman army build that I usually go with on large funds. It's solid, very solid Roman army build. The legionary cohort are the best money spending when it comes to large funds. On ultra funds, you want to switch to Evo Cadi cohort, and some of them you can actually chevron multiple times. Egypt build, you can see that he cheated with 4 pikes. But that's not even the big one. This is why cheating isn't necessarily the best build you can do in this game. Because you'll see when people cheat, they end up getting wrecked. As you see, Massalia already has some Numidian light infantry. Massalia is being played by Blackfoot. Averni is being played by Mr. Thunder, and I am playing Rome. We already have our guys moving up. They did cheat with the artillery, but again, it really doesn't matter. Egyptian infantry isn't going to really do much against the Numidian lights. Numidian lights should be able to cut through that pretty easily. We have archer fire coming from Nubian bowmen, or in one of our previous videos, the Nubian clonemen, as they all look the same. Some more Egyptian infantry throwing their javelins into Numidian lights. Numidian lights taking out the Galatian artillery. Egyptian artillery still standing over here. Over here, Egyptian artillery has been taken out. Numidian lights are taking the front. Let's look at army count, army build so far. We have Averni with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Celts, 1, 2, 3 Oathsworn, and 2 Heavy Horse with the 4 Gallic Hunters. We have Massalia with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Desert Legionnaires, 4 Tribal Slingers, 2 Elephants, Armored Numidian Rider. And again, the army built for Rome was, I believe it was 11 Legionary Cohort, 3 Vigiles, 3 Auxiliary Syrian Archers. I don't know if I brought the Balearic Slinger, did I? I did. And a Balearic Slinger. Balearic Slingers are really good to bring for initial attack. You want to be a little bit more aggressive with them. In some of the episodes that have shown in the past, I've shown you how to use Balearic Slingers effectively. They did bring deployables. We usually don't use deployable guys because it lags the game. Let's take a look at these kills. 13 on that one. 49 on that Numidian light. This Numidian light 34. Am I doing the breach, or is Averni doing the breach? It looks like Averni's doing the breach. Armies are moving up. I haven't moved up my army yet. But we're being aggressive. When you push your towers up, after artillery is taken care of, push your towers up, guys. And move your army up at the same time. Be aggressive. You don't have to worry about artillery anymore. And now you can take the field. Now, if you haven't noticed, there's one faction on defense that has not shown themselves yet. And that would be Cimeria. And you'll see at the ending why. And why he thought, I don't know why he thought it was a good idea to bring what he brought. But you'll see, and it's not a really good idea. I'm gonna fast forward it really quickly until we make the breach. And we start getting inside the settlement. The only action right now are the Numidian lights. We're doing a breach right now. Breach is made. We hit play right now. We have Celts moving up.
In the name of Rome.
We got Legionary cohort moving up. And the reason why we always place our towers here is to prevent archer fire from this side down, so I can move my archers into this pocket right here. That's the reason why I always position my towers right where they are. There are methods to our madness. I'm moving up some Galatian legionnaires. We have some Galatian swords showing. Celts moving inside settlement.
Business, guys!
Archers taking the pocket. See this little...
Hit your target!
Killed a few of them. Popped a precision shot, which should kill the enemy faster. Looks like he's trying to shoot back. But the problem is 3 archers are better than 1. The archer is completely broken. Galatia using up a lot of his ammo trying to kill a Celt. Archer dodging with the Celt. Legionnaires now making their way inside settlement, 4 of them. Thorax swords doing their best trying to hold back Numidian lights and Celts. Doing cycle charges on them. Thorax swords are great infantry, but not good against cycle infantry. Like Celts and Numidian lights, or the Thracian warriors, or Thracian nobles, or Bloodsworn. They're not really good against cycles. Alright, we have Galatian swords looking like they're going to hold the front now from Celts, doing javelin play. Celts doing what they're supposed to do, which is take the javelin play at the very beginning for the Legionnaire to move in. Again, when you're playing Rome, make sure that all your infantry is off formation attack, because Roman infantry are initially on formation attack. You don't want formation attack because only parts of the unit stay in combat while the others just sit there and get tired. If you have them off of formation attack, they'll actually spread along the unit, and they'll try to find ways for more infantry to attack. Artillery coming in. It looks like he's trying to hit the Syrian archers from... Oh, never mind. Hitting pikes. Or swordsmen, my bad. Now, straight on in a fight, the Galatian swords will lose to the Legionnaire. But if they were cycling, like if he cycled one out and cycled one in, the Legionary cohort would lose that fight. Looks like there's a Celt coming in to battle buddy this Legionary cohort. Oh, nope, cycling out. Okay.
Advance at speed! Quick march! At the double!
Going to Testudo because he's shooting into that Legionary cohort. Testudo is a really good ability for archer ammunition waste to make the ammo their enemies deplete faster. It protects them really well against it. Now the problem with Testudo though is if you can angle it to their sword side shots, you'll melt the unit of Romans pretty quickly. As you can see, we have Legionnaires now coming in. Looks like there's another Legionnaire coming up.
Cut them down!
We have Desert Legionnaires now inside the settlement. Roman Legionnaires holding back Galatian Legionnaires and Galatian swords. Another Galatian Legionnaire looks like he's going to try to take the gap right here. But we'll see how that goes. We do have Galatian archers, Syrian archers coming up on the flank to get sword side shots on my line. At this point, we need to get archers inside settlement.
Find your target! Precision shot! Halt! Break the lines!
Nice sword side shots on Galatian Legionnaires right there. Melted a few of them. Legionnaires doing their best, holding back the Galatian swords and the Galatian Legionnaires. We have Desert Legionnaires now pushing out onto the Galatian front line on the center. Looks like we have some Levy Freemen ready to go inside settlement. Wasting their javelins, which is not a good idea, but I do it sometimes too, so I can't really say anything. Now that we got a bridgehead, we have breathing space, I should be able to land and help out the Desert Legionnaires on the front line. Hopefully I do that, because I'm kind of leaving these guys out to die. Looks like I'm starting to land now. I'm landing with selected towers. Trying to take Galatia completely out of the equation. We do have cavalry inside settlement now. That was not a pull through. There was a gap right here.
Cut them down! Engage! Pull back!
Galatian legionnaires being surrounded by cavalry and legionnaires, desert legionnaires. We do have noble horse fighting the front line. We are breaking half of the Galatian center line. Galatian center line now in full retreat, except for the 2 legionnaires on the left-hand side of the line. The whole of the line of Egyptian infantry have been sent back. Cavalry now trying to make its way through our line. Awesome. Cavalry did get away. Legionnaires, we do have Levy Freeman coming out. They ain't gonna do well against Legionary cohort. Legionary cohort will cut through that pretty quickly. Yeah, their kills are just skyrocketing right now. Already over 100 kills. Looks like we do have another gap. We're coming through with more legionaries for Desert Rome. Oh, Archer's getting demolished by heavy horse. Pike infantry coming up. So there's pike infantry on both sides. Looking in the back, we got more pikes in the back. A nice partnership between Desert Rome and regular Rome, holding and taking the centerpiece of the map. Once you take this part, this is always the hardest part of the battlefield to take. Once you take it, it's all downhill from here. The second hardest part will be this choke point right here. But if you can get past this choke point with minimal losses, you pretty much win the game. This choke point right here is the easiest to take. So if I was the defenders, I'd be predominantly, my next defense position would be right here to hold this. And the best way to do that is a box formation. Have line here, and have a line here. Have some archers up on this hill. Have slingers or archers over here. So that way you can get crossfire on the lines. And yes, these were real people. Oh my god, are you gonna do it? He did it! He got around the pike! He got around the pike! Archers now going inside settlement. Oh wow. Can't believe that worked. And charge into the other. Charge into the other Nubians.
Form Testudo and attack! Prepare to attack! Form Testudo!
Noble horse beaten down to 25. Wow.
At the double!
Where did most of the noble horses die? Over here? Probably. Galatia is pretty much out of the game.
As you
Slinger's now getting inside settlement.
row! Quick march!
What some cheaters on the game would love to do is they bring more than 2 pikes, which the rule is 1-2-4. It's 1 artillery, 2 pikes, 4 range max, and that rule is actually there, so it's actually a fair fight, a good game. Because if you just bring pikes, it's a boring ass game, and pikes are easily defeated if you're versing people who know what they're doing.
Speed!
Bringing all archers is another dumb decision. Because once you get past whatever little infantry they have, the archers are just free kills. And bringing more than 1 artillery is just dumb because it's too expensive and you can't bring a lot of it. And once they're out of ammo, it's completely useless. Or a cavalry unit can just easily destroy it. This pike was stupidly positioned because now you opened up his backside to be flanked.
At the double!
As you can see, this legionnaire is now coming around to flank the pike.
At speed!
Now all this desert legionnaire needs to do is push up so he can't retreat. Push up so he can't retreat. We have a legionnaire chasing archers.
Charge! Cut advance!
Now the pike's in melee.
Time! Pull back!
Now,
Back!
the way we look at it is, if the enemy cheats, that just means everything is fair game. So as you saw, I pulled through a little bit on that pike to just annihilate it. It's fair game. Once you break the rules, that just means everything in the game is now fair play. So we can also break the rules. They broke the rules by bringing more than 2 pikes on 1 faction, and you'll see in a little bit what Cimeria did, which was another dumb mistake. And I already mentioned it once. This game, what you never do.
Attack them!
And you'll see. Looks like Egypt left the game. Galatia doing a counterattack on the flank. I have more legionnaires moving to the flank right now.
At speed!
Where did my archers go? Oh, they're over here. Did we get to see it yet? No. Legionary cohort doing their best holding back Galatian legionnaires right now. There's 3 Galatian legionnaires. 1 Levy Freeman from Galatia pushing 1 legionnaire. 1 legionnaire holding him back. Now getting reinforced by another legionnaire. And as you see, this is what Cimeria did, thinking this was the smartest play, bringing all Cimeria heavy archers. But again, once you run out of ammo, they're useless.
Break off!
And you just killed a bunch of that Syrian with your own archers. And your infantry is young axes, but young axes is possibly the weakest infantry in the game. And they're killing the noble horse for us.
Act the double!
Elephants now on the field of battle. Charging into some noble hoplites. Noble infantry. Cimeria noble infantry. Which aren't a bad unit. But all that arrow fire is just suicide for elephants. And that's what we're using them for. We're just using them to take as much arrow fire as possible from Cimeria. I really hate seeing elephants die because they're one of my favorite animals, but they're doing their job. It was like the noble horse general is dead? Or did he get away? Looks like the general got away. Archers coming outside to do the sword side shot.
Quick march!
Over here.
Head forward!
Slinger fire now opening up on the pikes. Oof. Slinger fire directly right into the pikes. Looks like we got our Verney archers getting ready to shoot another volley into the pikes. Yeah, that pike is dead.
No!
That pike being destroyed. Looking over here, watching the general get destroyed from Egypt.
Happy to serve Rome!
Cleric Slayer coming up now, getting some good. Pardon my language. Good shots on Egypt. Trying my hardest not to cuss a lot. It's one thing I'm trying to work on. More young axes holding the flank. Nothing happening over there, so let's take a look what's happening here. Yeah, Desert Legionnaire is just gonna mop up all of this. 3 young axes. Again, young axes have to be one of the worst infantry in the game. Rome has now showed up. We're dealing with the Galatian push, countercharge, and the Egyptian countercharge. Cimeria not to get into the line of his archers. Osworn getting involved.
Quick march!
Says I got the go-ahead to go through his archers or his slingers. My legionnaires are now moving forward. They don't have the infantry to hold me back.
Double time!
It's got 2 nobles I gotta break through in the center. And then the flank is already collapsing. They're throwing archers in to hold it. Oh, running away. Not a good idea. Especially while being attacked by Osworn. Definitely not a good idea. It does not pay to be a cheater in 2025 in Rome. Follow the rules. They're simple to follow. It's not Einstein rules. And they're there to help you, not to control the game. They're recommendations because so you can build a decent army and at least somewhat have a chance of survival. Too many archers can ruin an army, as you can see. Yeah, they're getting a lot of kills now. But do you really think they can stop all of this? The answer is no, if you didn't know. And those 5 pikes from Egypt really did much. And hey, look, we went around that pike, and that pike is now dead. Now he has nowhere to run. His archers are being slaughtered. And he still has to deal with this. And they're just feeding my Legionnaires' archers. And now their noble infantry are being slaughtered. I mean, they got kills. I'll give them that. They got some kills. But their archers are all dead. They just fully routed. And that's the end of the battle. Now let's see how all those archers fared. Alright, let's go to end replay. Let's look at army loss and kill counts. Got myself with 2,606 kills and 2,800. Oh, my bad. And 634 losses. I only lost 634 men, and I had top kills of the game. Yeah. Let's look at it. Artillery 116s, archers 157, 155, 131, legionary cohort 147, 122, 101, 194, 387, 145, 487. 190. Damn, that legionnaire with 487 kills did overtime. So we got Blackfoot with 2604 kills and 1,645 losses. Cavalry, armored Numidian riders, 152. Legionary, desert legionnaires, 271, 94, 290, 356, 359, 228, 175. Numidian Lights 169. Then we'll go down to Mr. Thunder with 1,872 kills and 1,629 losses. He still had a lot of ammo left. Oathsworn General 239 kills. Cavalry 136, 113. Celts 170, 152, 162, 121. Levy Freeman 171 kills. Wow. Now let's look at Egypt, the first cheater, with 5 pikes. Let's see how well he did. 1,006 kills and 2,830 losses. That is literally, he lost 2.5 men. My bad. Correction. 2.8 men for every kill he had. Archers 103. Egyptian infantry 95. I'll give him that. Thorax swords 106, 104, 121. If he brought more thorax swords instead of the pikes, he probably would have gotten a lot more kills, especially since he was doing really well with his thorax swords. And 8853, the second cheater, with only 1,047 kills, with 1,829 losses. It's 1.8 men per kill. His noble infantry 184. Cimeria archers. Let's see what they did. 106, 107. Only 2 of them had over 100 kills. Young axes, again, worthless. Now, if he would have brought a real Cimeria army, which would have been probably about 6 noble infantry and then 4 archers, which I recommend bringing 6 of the noble infantry, 4 step archers. You don't want to go with the Cimeria noble archers because they cost too much. Cimeria heavy archers, not noble archers, my bad. They cost too much. So go with the step archers. They have the same exact range. They're a little bit lightly armored. And they'll still get the kills. Don't waste money on young axes. You probably could brought 7 noble infantry. And you're averaging, let's say, I'd say, not including your general, so 184 times 7 you could have had, which is way more kills than you would have had to begin with. You would have been doing good. Now we go to the one that actually followed the rules, Maximus. He followed the rules and still had the top kills of his team. He had 1,394 kills, 2,927 losses. The only reason why he did not have top kills is because he was being triple teamed. Because his allies weren't really supporting him. So I would say 1,394 kills while fighting 3 different people when you were being flanked constantly, surrounded, and hit with cavalry, archers, everything. I think that's pretty good for what you did. Let's take a look at his kill counts. Galatian Legionnaires, 126, 119, 123. Other than that, he did as good as he could. He was being triple teamed, not supported. Alright guys, I'll see you next time on an episode of the Yeet Federation. Y'all be safe and take care.